And I do think what's interesting is there's another article, this one from the Wall Street Journal, I think. Yep.
Hmm.
That is the title is it's time for AI to start making money. Can it? And the basic message here is sort of what we just were talking about, that CIOs in particular are starting to look at this and saying, and specifically when you think of like a Microsoft Copilot as an example, right? Spending $30 per user per month to get some arguably incremental productivity gain, going back to the labor economist saying probably is, I think his estimate is it's a 1.7% gain. It's
Hmm.
pretty hard to justify $30 a month per user to get a 1.7% gain, even in a really labor intensive business. And so CIs are looking at that and saying, no, that's not a measure. The measure is this contributing to income in some way? And what I really enjoyed about this article is that it sort of connected the dots, saying the way in most cases you're going to drive revenue from AI is by using it to transform the customer experience. And I think that is so critical of an understanding of how we really need to look at the purpose of not just AI, all frankly modern technologies right now. Even if you're focusing on the efficiency, ultimately that's so you can drive this competitive value in some way. So I thought that was a really interesting and pertinent article.
Yeah, and I find that interesting, especially in context of a recent analysis from Sequoia Capital saying that AI companies need to earn about $600 billion a year to pay for the AI infrastructure that is being built out. And right now, the leader in AI revenue, as far as we can tell, seems to be OpenAI, which is making about 3 billion a year. So 3 versus 600 million. We see this little bit of disparity here, but the real disparity is in terms of how companies are able to extract value and gain income from AI. We are estimating that AI is going to be this multi-trillion-dollar industry at the end of the day, if you look at the most optimistic viewpoints. And whether it is or not, it honestly, I don't care so much about hype as much about numbers. And for us to get to those numbers, we have to literally figure out how are we going to make 5% more money off of all this at the end of the day. And it's not that that's not possible, but I think that if you look at your company and you're having trouble figuring out where you're going to find 5% more actual dollars from AI, it's not worth the hype of exploring these technologies for now. Of course, you're still going to look at them because you still have to prepare for the future and they are going to be part of your stack over the next 5 to 10 years. But don't treat them with the same amount of hype that is going on if you can't get to that 3 to 5% number at the end of the day, that actual income top line growth.
Yeah, well, and we've talked about this a lot. I mean, that how do you keep it real? How do you make it pragmatic? And part of the challenge in this hyper hype economy of AI economy is that the AI companies don't make it easy.
Hmm.
Speaking